Slim!
Ken!
We got no food, we got no jobs, our pets' heads are falling off!
Where's the booze?
I got robbed by a sweet old lady on a motorized cart. I didn't even see it come.
Hey! Yeah, Dan? You have any more of that gum? That's none of your damn business, and I'll thank you to stay out of my personal affairs.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Look what you did, you little jerk!
You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
Yo, welcome to another episode of Barbershop Talk Radio. I'm your host, Young Slim.
And I'm Ken.
And what's today's date? November 21st, 2022, Monday. And we are going over the canceled.
We're not going over because there's nothing to go over. The canceled
All-Star Touch Football League.
Yeah, we're not going over it though.
You are.
Not already canceled league.
It's canceled. It was canceled.
This is now the new and improved.
I don't know if it's new and improved. I just know it's just the reboot, the ending, the final chapter,
the Ralph Kogel version,
the final chapter of
the remix
of the All-Star Touch Football League. As everyone knows, Bills is like, I'm done. Here's your bird. Here's your money.
Camden quit.
I'm done.
We can't take it anymore. He's had enough.
Yeah, so
you guys are animals.
So he hasn't had. So he finished it off, but thanks to Ralph Kogel and other, team leaders, I'll say, we are definitely going to finish the season for the top teams, like
just the elite, basically. You're competing for the elite playoffs.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
The top 16.
Yeah, just like in real football, we just don't have any of those makeshift. Everybody makes it. What's those awards where everybody gets one?
Participation.
We don't have any participation trophies this season.
It's just you're competing for the elite playoffs, and that's it. You lose, you go home. Season's over.
Yeah. So
there's no A, there's no B. It's elite only.
It's just it. So the top 6 teams, I think they were going to do the top 4, but after some this team deserves to be here. This team deserves this. So after all that, it's decided to be the top 6. So we're running with the top 6, and the top 6 teams, and I'm sure everybody knows who the top 6 teams are, but I'll tell you the top 6 teams. You want to tell them?
Yeah.
Rock Bottom, Usual Suspects, Camden, Trauma Roofing, The Sloth, and NJ Lab. That's your top 6 teams. Those are the guys that are competing this Sunday at
the Gloucester Little League Midget Field.
The Gloucester Little League. Let's applaud. Let's applaud these men. Let's applaud them. Let's applaud
them.
See
if I can get an address for you.
I don't want to give out that address. I'm just gonna wait for them to do that because,
no, I can find an address.
I think I know where it's at.
Gloucester GT Midget Football Field, Clementon Ave, Gloucester Township.
No.
It's the front door.
Did you put it out there?
Yeah. Hold on, someone's ringing the doorbell.
You put it back out there?
Yeah. When I got home from work. All right, you go get washed.
I wanted to give you this because I told you I was going to get. Oh, okay. All right, thank you. Running. All right, give a guy a call. All right, take care of you. All right, we'll do. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Have a good one.
You too. She's here for you.
For the car place.
Yeah, for the car thing.
Oh, because I just mentioned it to Corey the other day too.
All right. So that's the address to the place.
All right, cool.
All right. So where was I saying?
Some case sent you. All right. All right. You said you didn't want to give out the wrong address. You wait for them to give out the address.
Yeah. Well, it says the Gloucester, the Youth League Park, and Gloucester City, not the Gloucester Township. Gloucester City. That's why you look. That's why that something and shit was coming on.
Gloucester City Youth Soccer. Gloucester City. Anyway, that is to come. Just make sure y'all tell your team. For those of you on Rock Bottom, Usual Suspects, Camden, Trauma, Sloth, and NJ Lab, you guys are playing this Sunday, rain or shine. Make sure your team's ready. The times are 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and 11 a.m. It's that they know the times they're going to run over. The games may run over. Some may end early. Some may run over. So you just got to wait your turn. There's only one field. So
one field. Wait your turn. These are the playoffs. So it is what it is. I don't know if this is subject to change, but Rock Bottom and the Usual Suspects play first.
9 a.m.
At 9. 1 versus 6.
Camden,
Sloth and NJ Lab play second.
At 10 a.m.
At 10. That's what is that?
NJ Lab is 2 and 5.
2 and 5, and then Camden.
Camden Trauma is 3 and 4 at 11. So it's Rock Bottom and Usual Suspects at 9 a.m. Sloth and NJ Lab at 10 a.m. Camden and Trauma at 11 a.m. Rain or shine. So it doesn't matter if it's raining, if it's muddy, if it's snowing. The games are still going on. Now, next week, whoever wins this week and goes on to the championship round will play in a doubleheader next week.
Wait. Somebody. All right. So this is what the high seed left with the team with the best record after this first week. After Sunday, the team with the best record left has a second round bye. So I'll say this. So say
Rock Bottom has the best record.
Let's just say
so 6, 7. They have
7.
a bye next week.
Yeah. They would have a bye next week.
And then Camden would play NJ or whoever. Say it would be Camden versus.
And then let's just say Trauma wins, and let's say NJ Lab wins. So it would be 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So the team with the best record would be Rock Bottom. Rock Bottom would have the best record. So Rock Bottom wouldn't play at the 9 o'clock game. They would just sit out that game, and then Trauma and NJ Lab would play at 9, and then the winner of that would play Rock Bottom at 10. That's how.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
So Rock Bottom, they'd still play that day. They just get the later game.
They would, but
they would play the winner.
The one team has to play two games. The only team that really can say that the only team that really can say that we don't have to worry about that being that having to not play or having to play. If Rock Bottom wins, they're guaranteed not to play because they got the best record.
Right.
But like I said, I'm not talking nothing. I'm not even saying nothing. We're gonna win. But if that didn't happen, and then somehow it ended up being Trauma, the Sloth, and the Usual Suspects, then Trauma would have the best record.
NJ Lab would actually.
I said Trauma, Sloth, and Usual Suspects. Yeah, Trauma would have the best. But Trauma would end up sitting, and then the Sloth and Usual Suspects will play, and then play Trauma in the championship.
Because he's doing it off of Bill's last standing. So Rock Bottom is number 1. NJ Lab is number 2. Trauma is number 3. Camden is number 4. Sloth is number 5, and Usual Suspects is 6.
So, all right.
So
I mean,
that's how the
you
standings
think we
go.
should get into why this all happened?
Everyone knows why.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess everybody does know why.
Yeah,
I guess everybody does know why.
we all know. Camden quit. Bill quit. The end.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty simple.
We try to blame it on other stuff, but we all know what it really was.
Mm-hmm.
No Camden, no All-Star Touch Football League.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it felt like.
I say, how's Camden even in this? 'Cause I thought they quit.
Yeah, I know.
But
I guess you need them.
it's not. Nope. I mean,
I guess. I mean, I guess. I don't get me wrong. I wanted them back. I wanted to kick them off the mountain. You know what I'm saying? I wanted them back. But I can understand why people were like, man,
they quit. I mean,
they didn't. But it wasn't the team. So they all their players wanted to play.
no, the coach quit. Yeah,
The owner of the team.
yeah. So he should be gone.
Well, he's back. So there's a lot of drama, confusion. Cause and effect, but one reaction doesn't deserve another action. Like you just can't. It just. I don't care what Camden said. This should have never happened. That's all I'm going to say.
I'll tell you what. The winner takes the pot. It's what, $75 ref fees.
Or
You have to
something like
pay that day, or
Yeah.
it's already prepaid, or
I don't know. I don't know how. that's
however
working.
the ref fees have to be. I don't know if you guys have to bring money and pay that day, but try to be respectful to refs. You know what I mean? These guys are volunteering to go out there on their own time. Yeah, they're getting paid, but it's still they're doing it as a courtesy, I guess, to Ralph and Kogel.
Yeah. Let's just respect each other.
Yeah.
Period. Let's just respect each other.
There's going to be some high pressure games going on.
Yeah, it's win and go home.
Yeah,
Like when Bill was doing it, like if you lost in the first round, you still had a chance
to
to
compete
still
for the
compete
A,
for
or
the A
whatever.
or something like that.
That's it.
Now this is win or go home. Period.
Real competition. There's only one winner. Winner takes the pot and a trophy, I think.
I don't know. I don't know what the perks are of winning it, but I know this: when you play next week,
Ralph,
lose, you're out.
pizza and wings on Ralph. Ralph's supplying the pizza and wings.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he owes us pizza and wings. He was supposed to bring them to the meeting.
Yeah, he was.
He never did.
No, he didn't. He bought a pie.
Did he?
Yeah,
One pie.
like 2 pies. I don't even know if he got that, but it didn't have nothing on it.
Plain old pizza.
It didn't have nothing on it.
The good old
But-
Ralphster.
Like I said, Camden's players didn't want this to happen.
No, I know they were.
But
upset.
regardless, I feel like regardless of what Camden did or whatever Fast decided to do
Blurry.
and didn't, yeah, it is. Whatever he decided to do, this should have never happened.
I know the whole team was like calling you 7 o'clock.
Like,
in the morning,
it doesn't matter. Like, no matter what happened, whatever
It's not
happened,
fair to punish
it's
the
not fair
players.
to everybody else. And still, I just hope this doesn't ever happen.
and
again.
they have to play with their previous rosters, right? You can't
Yes.
you can't just add anybody
Yes.
to your team.
You just can't add your roster. Whoever was on your roster this season is the only people,
and played their however
eligible to
many
play.
games or the
and they
only
played their
ones
3 games that they were to play in
entitled
the
to play.
yeah.
Like,
3 games. You have to play 3 games. If you haven't played 3 games, don't even show up.
yeah.
That's what I heard.
Don't try
So-
adding any extra players out there because I guess they know who's on each player's team. So you can't just go picking any Tom, Dick, and Harry off the street saying, come play this Sunday, compete for a championship, because they won't let them.
Yeah. So don't even try it.
And there's
That's
only
what I
one
was told.
field, so it'll be easy to watch over the games, I guess.
But we still have, a second wave of guys. I mean, I definitely want to get this part done. The top dogs, the top players, the top teams. Like, this is the best season the Sloth have had. NJ Lab is having a solid, really good season.
I mean,
Trauma Roof is having an amazing season.
this offense
Camden's only lost 2 games in 2 years, in 4 years, and had a nosebleed and couldn't take it.
Yeah.
This is a very good season with Rock Bottom. Usual Suspects are having success. Like, You cannot just say I'm not having this season.
Sorry, guy.
Yeah.
The league is over. I don't know what to tell you loyal participants that have been in the league for so many years. Like, sorry, it's over. Now, after these playoffs, I don't know what to tell you, but at least we are finishing the fall 2022 season. Well,
I was told that Ralph, let's applaud Ralph, man, and Kogel, man. Ralph said that for the spring, for the other teams that aren't in these playoffs,
the rest of the teams,
like he wants to try to find something for the spring. They're looking for fields, a permanent home field, or maybe not even permanent, or just something reasonable that can be
start their own league, kind of.
Just to basically continue this league. We don't have to call it the All-Star Touch Football League, but it's just to continue this league and add on to it with the teams that we have.
That's that's what I said. Like if they don't. Oh, you just got that?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's from a while ago. We said, "Where are you?" If they don't continue this, it's going to be a void. This is the only like rough touch league in the area. So
I mean, a lot of people find.
I mean, somebody, if Ralph and Kogel don't pick it up, I'm sure somebody will try to take the ball and run with it. I mean,
why not?
It's crazy not to.
Not?
Like,
I mean,
I was even talking about us taking it over.
It's 14 teams that are definitely dedicated and all
potential for more
for the most part, but you got to get more. You got to get more competition. You got to get more.
Well, that's the thing. Bill was he's an older guy stuck in his ways. That was his problem. He didn't want to upgrade to the times. He could have easily got more teams. Like I feel like when they did get more teams, they were sacrificial lambs and they got slaughtered and they didn't want to come back.
A lot of teams get sacrificed.
So
I'm not saying you want to change the times. I mean, I don't know. He just, it's his league. So he ran it the way he wanted to. And that's his prerogative.
Yeah.
And you have either a choice to play in it or do not.
Yeah.
So, but there's plenty of guys that are still out there that want to play. And I think it'd be a shame to let it go.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a shame to let it go. Like this. Like just be sad.
Yeah.
Just be sad. Just be sad to just let it go for nothing.
Yeah. After been, what did he say, 30
something years, he said, just to end it like that, I just think it's unacceptable.
Yeah. And not fair to the loyal people that have been in it.
It's not fair to anybody.
For forever. Like,
it's not fair to anybody. None of it.
It's hard to take your team and go to a new league, learn the rules, build your team up to work for that league. You're basically starting over in a new league.
Everything that happened last week, was that last week?
2 weeks ago.
Because
there was no football on Sunday.
So whenever it happened, last week, 2 weeks, whatever, the whole thing, none of this shit makes any kind of logical sense. None of it is fair. Wait, so hold on. Can you pull up the schedule?
I can pull up the old schedule,
this
season. He didn't even send the standings, like the rankings for the last games, on the scores for the last games.
Yeah, I guess he threw in the towel. Then, so I'm just saying the whole schedule for the whole for the last game.
The last 3 games,
so
whatever it was.
So you played. So let's say team like Rock. So let's say Performance Lab, right? Performance Lab. Well, let's use the Performance Lab. Performance Lab. They played GCR-ish. Street Runners.
Well, certain teams have forfeit games.
You know who I feel like deserves to be in the playoffs?
GCRs?
Crypto Sharks.
Oh yeah, Crypto Sharks definitely do. I think they also had a good season.
Yeah, this is their best season.
Yeah.
And down the tubes for what?
And the Prospects.
Explain that.
The Prospects had a good season too.
No, the Prospects started getting better, but they started out rough. Okay, so week 1, where's Performance Lab? All right, They played the Braves, smashed them. That's a scrimmage.
Sloth.
They played a Sloth. Sloth got better, so I'm not going to say nothing disrespectful about the Sloth because they get busy. Then they played the Prospects, get into a scuffle.
Suspension, right?
Suspensions. All right,
So
that's 3 games, right? Now Trauma. Then they play Trauma Roofing. They upset Trauma Roofing. That's probably their first real competition. And then
blow out the Street
week
Runners.
5, they blow out the Street Runners. No, the Street Runners had a dogfight because Grasso. Because remember, they all went to the Eagles game in Phoenix.
Yeah.
All right.
Then everybody had a bye.
Everybody had a bye. Then we have that's 5 games.
Yeah.
And then who they play next?
Crypto Sharks.
Then they play the Crypto Sharks. Okay.
Camden.
And then they play Camden. Almost won that game.
Oh, wasn't there a fight and suspensions after that?
No, it was just an argument and a bunch of stuff that Fat should have got flagged for, but didn't for his behavior and what he was saying.
Actually,
but he didn't get a flag.
Actually, GCRs and Street Runners got in a fight that game.
Yeah, that was the GCR
next
Street
game,
Runners.
They got a forfeit win.
Yeah, all right.
GCRs.
So Performance Lab got a
forfeit
win next. So they played 6 games, right?
Yeah.
And that was it.
No, then Most Hated. Didn't they play week 9?
Yeah, they played Most Hated.
Fun.
They played Most Hated. So that's 7 games. 7 games with a forfeit win of 8. All right. And then you just cancel the whole season. That's 9 games. That's 8 games you're supposed to have played. You've only played 7. You paid $900, and you and not to count the ref fees, and then it's over.
But then you got teams like GCRs who played their 1, 2, 3 games, right? Prospects had a suspension, so they were supposed to play GCRs week 4, didn't play them. GCRs got a forfeit win. Then GCRs got in a fight week 7, so didn't play. So that's 2 games.
So they only basically played what, 5 games, 6 games?
Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. Yeah. Yeah, 7 games. So they had 2 forfeit wins. No, one was theirs.
Forfeit win and one is suspension.
Yeah.
So basically, on average, every team played like 6, 7 games for $900.
Minus whatever
plus more
gave back or whatever.
Gave $300 back. What? No.
I feel like for the last
no, that's just not
2 or 3 seasons, something's happened.
You pay for playoffs. You pay. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for a chance to
compete for
win,
money.
To win for not just money, but an actual, what do they call? Bragging rights.
Yeah.
We won.
Yeah.
And then you take that away, and then it's not now none of this is worth it.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna stand by
your rules,
the word of what you took my money for and not give me what I paid for, and determine what you feel like I should have back, is ridiculous.
Yeah. Minus his fees and his cut, because I'm sure he made some money off of it.
I don't know about all that. All I know is it's just ridiculous. You gotta finish the task. I don't care if half the league quit at the same time, then the other half, you finish it for the other half.
And
period.
you choose not to return next season.
And then don't go out like this, where you just stop because Camden decided they didn't want to play anymore. It's just wrong.
And try to blame it on everybody else.
It's just wrong. Just, you got to finish it, because there's too many other people that have put too much time and money and effort and dedication to this
loyalty
league
and everything
for
else.
you just to act like it's about one team, because it's not. And no, it might not have been just the one thing, but it seems like it. You might not act like it, or you might not admit that that's what it was about, but that's what it was about.
Yeah.
Camden said they were out, and you completely just was like, I'm done.
There's fights every season. There's
oh shit, I got my check.
there you go. Yeah, there's fights every season. There's nonsense every season.
And it never decided to just, I'm done.
Val said, I'm guessing it's the fact that it was multiple events in one season. It was 2.
It's been plenty of events. It's been plenty of events.
Yeah.
Bro, I can go back to a couple seasons ago where there's been plenty of events in one season.
Yeah.
And never. It was the fact. I don't care what anybody says. It was the fact that Fats waved the white flag and said, I'm done. And he just said, I'm done too.
Yes. Which the kick
Well, if you're not in it.
Not to mention, like, GCRs, like, after they got suspended, paid their $100 fine. He took their money. They were short players, and he said, all right, you guys are out of here. But didn't give them their money back. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you gave them their money back.
You're out of here.
I don't know. I don't know about
previous seasons. You were allowed to grab people off the sideline if you're shorter player.
Yeah, but they I heard they only had like 3 people that showed up.
I heard they were short like 1 player.
They still needed. That's what Vinny said.
Now go back to Williamstown when Trauma Roofing was short.
That was
they were
Trauma Roofing. They were Ball Hawks.
Hawks.
They were the Ball Hawks. And then that was different.
Yeah,
that was different.
But the rules are the rules. I mean,
I guess, but I thought it was always okay if you just asked. But I think he was still mad at them for about how that whole fight thing happened.
And then,
but even though it wasn't their fault, I don't think it was GC Irish's fault that fight happened at all. Has anybody ever had a fight with GC Irish? No,
never. Like,
I blame Street Runners for that nonsense, and they blame themselves for that nonsense.
Yeah.
So, come on. When people are defending themselves, you got to realize that. Nobody from Performance Lab got suspended when they got in a fight with the prospects. Nobody. You know what? Yeah.
And there's been
I'm not sure.
Fights.
I'm not sure if anybody from Performance Lab got suspended.
Maybe not this season.
I don't think so.
Not this season, but there's been multiple fights with NJ Lab and Prospect. Remember Greg Dick and somebody from NJ Lab last season, 2 seasons ago, where he actually gripped him up by his shirt.
I remember Johnny.
Julian or somebody.
I remember Johnny when Johnny was on at the same team. Johnny and this guy got in a scrap in the parking lot. So
Crawford said, nah, no one got suspended.
Nobody got suspended from that team?
No.
Okay. So nobody from NJ Lab got suspended. So why would you do the same thing?
He said, didn't Most Hated have a scuffle this season? No, not this season. I think it was last season.
Did Most Hated have a scuffle this season?
I don't think so. That was last season in the parking lot with the
Oh,
his daughter.
Yeah. That was different. But still, regardless, it's football, pushing and shoving, and a slap or push or happen here and there. Like, there's still no reason to wave the white flag. It's just no reason to do it. Like I said, I don't care if Camden decided they're not playing anymore.
Good. Goodbye.
What about the other 14 teams?
Yeah.
What about everybody else?
The other 80 players, like.
What about everybody else? I just feel like it was selfish.
Oh, Crawford said someone did get suspended on Performance Lab.
I think one guy did. Dude. Yeah, I think one dude did. After all that nonsense, one guy got suspended, which is fine. I have no problem with that. No problem with that at all. So why didn't one dude get suspended from GC Irish?
Yeah, they suspended the whole team.
Whole team?
Both teams. Street Runners and GC Irish, both teams.
Maybe the Street Runners deserved it.
Maybe.
But GC Irish, the whole team?
I mean, when Vinny was on your team, we saw multiple people mush him, and he refused to act.
Vinny wasn't the problem.
No, but
Vinny's never been a problem.
Like, they're not hostile guys.
The whole team got suspended, which was a bad move. If you ask me, I don't care if that kid got knocked out. He
shouldn't have instigated.
I don't know if he deserved it or not, but suspend the guy that hit him. Don't suspend the whole team.
And then wonder why they don't show up again.
It's just, come on. You got to do better than that, man. I just feel like so many people put so much time and effort and
heart,
love in building their teams, and it's just crapped on. Camden is 6 out of 7 championships. 6 out of 7 championships. And I kind of feel like Bill hitched his wagon to that.
Yeah.
Like, that's my champion.
I feel like
that's my Hulk Hogan.
I feel like he built his league around them the last couple of seasons. Like, It's been around them. What time they wanted to play,
Yeah.
what field they wanted to play on,
Yeah.
what refs they wanted to have ref their games.
Well, don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. They're the victims.
Yeah.
They get bad calls. If you guys think y'all get bad calls and the refs ain't fair to y'all, what do you think about everybody else? Everybody gets that, man. It's football.
And they get the least amount of calls.
Some people think the refs love them. Some people think the refs are scared of them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if the 6 out of 7-time champions think that the refs are against them, what? What about everybody else? Come on, man. That's just I just think it's nonsense. I don't believe it. I don't believe that at all. I do believe that the refs are scared of them. That's a fact.
Oh yeah.
I believe the refs are definitely scared of Camden. I think the refs are definitely intimidated by Camden.
Of course.
I think they're definitely afraid to throw flags against them.
Of course.
But how can you, as Camden, complain or say anything about them? They've been your friends.
Basically, they've been helping you win. That's why you didn't lose a couple games.
Oh
that you
God, I
should've
hit
lost.
that Charlie Murphy. The refs have been your friends. Camden, they've been in your pocket. Stop it. All this for nothing. All this for nothing. It's a loss. You took 2 losses in a row. It's okay.
Boo-hoo. Like,
It's not over. Like,
it
come
is
on.
to them because they don't have an undefeated season.
So what? You still got the playoffs. They're still not undefeated, but they're in the playoffs.
Let's go back to how many times they say it don't matter if you beat us in regular season.
Yeah.
You gotta beat us in the playoffs.
Yep, that's what
Wow.
they used to say.
I guess it
They used to
does
be-
matter.
I guess it doesn't matter because they had a couple perfect seasons, and then you start getting a big head,
Went
and
to
now
your
you
head,
think
yeah.
that every call has to go your way. You have to think every ball has to bounce your way. You think everything is about you.
Every game's got to go your way.
It's not. It's not. The league is bigger than Camden.
Not anymore.
But you can't tell Bill that because he's just like, Camden's gone. I'm out of here.
Not anymore.
Threw
It's
the
not.
parachute on and jumped out the ship. Oh, I'm done.
I'm going down with Camden.
They're not playing. I'm not commissioner.
There's no more.
They're not playing. I'm not commissioner.
shutting down my league.
They're not playing. F everybody else. I'm not doing this anymore.
There is no more league.
You know what? And if I see you guys on the field, I'm calling the cops. What?
You're not using my permit, my field.
Oh, God, please. I just couldn't believe it. I still can't believe you did that shit.
I can.
You know what? I can too. But I just think I didn't realize they were
How?
best friends like that.
How? Yes, you did.
So they got the commissioner. Camden has the commissioner, the refs,
You did.
and they still complaining?
You did do
What?
that. Like,
They got the commissioner and the refs and still complaining.
some people are just never happy, no matter what.
Just
they
because
got.
somebody made a one more play than you got to throw in the towel.
Some people are not happy, no matter what they got. It's always
Throwing
gotta-
in the towel.
They always got to cry about something. Always.
Throw in the towel. Throw in the damn towel. Wait, we got that?
Mm-mm.
No? I'm just saying, man. I just can't believe it. And people deserve better, man. People
Not
deserve
anymore.
better.
The league's done. So
You gave me $300 back?
you
What?
get to finish the league, and that's it. It's over.
Wow.
So 9 o'clock, Rock Bottom versus the Usual Suspects. 10 o'clock, at Slaw versus NJ Lab. 11 o'clock, Camden versus Trauma.
All right. I'm not picking the top game.
No, we don't got to pick none of the games.
No, I'm picking.
Good.
You got to pick 2. Stop being
It's
a
kind of
wuss.
pointless to pick, but go
Stop
ahead.
being a wuss.
Go ahead, pick.
Sloth or NJ Lab? Who you got?
Go ahead, pick.
Why I gotta go first?
Because you said I'm picking. Pick.
No, why I gotta go first? You pick.
Pick.
All right. Give me. My upset of the week. I need music with this. It wasn't music, it was just air horn. My upset of the week, I'm going with. Give me the Sloth. I'm going with the Sloth. They're hungry. They're going to get this game. I got the Sloth. Give me the Sloth. By 2. Sloth by 2. I'm going with the Sloth, baby. Let's go, Sloth. Let's get this victory, boy.
All right, I got NJ Lab by 2. And then I'm going Trauma by 4.
Trauma by 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, Trauma in Camden. You got Trauma by 4. I am going. It's hard to pick against. Give me fucking Trauma. Give me Trauma by 7. Fuck that. Give me Trauma by 7. I had enough of Camden and their fucking shit.
That's all we got.
I love them guys, but I had enough of that. I had enough of all that. No. Makes no sense. 6 out of 11, 6 out of the last 7 championships. What? What are you talking about? Come on, man. You guys are a dynasty 2 times over, and you got the nerve, the nerve to say anything about anything. You guys win every freaking week. You lose 2 games and lose your guts for the game? Stop it! Oh.
All right, I think that's about ends it.
Let's go, man.
Got anything else, Dad?
What the fuck is Spellman talk? Can we put it up there? And we'll go.
I wasn't going to, because trash in the refs.
All right. I don't think the refs have done a bad job. No, let's applaud the refs. Right? I don't think they've done a bad job this season. I think they've done better. I think they've stepped up their game this season. I think they can do better, but they've done pretty good.
Spellman said the All-Star Touch Football League was a great league to play in. The best was my son was getting hyped to come to watch me and people from the league play. Not anymore, he's not.
Well, you're right, Spellman. It was great. And
it was great when it was great, but good things come to an end.
Well, since this is the last, well, maybe we'll have a show next week. But tell me, what was your best memory from the All-Star Touch Football League?
Oh, I don't know. It's all yours. It's got me.
Tell me, anybody that's listening, tell me your biggest memory, your best memory from this league. What was your best memory from this league? Mine
said I would have loved to have been able to finish the season out, but I'm fine with riding out into the sunset with a win.
Okay. Well, I think my best memory and the best team that I had on my own, that was mine, was Sean. Sean, that season was Sean and Knopf and Eitri and Maurice. Me pulling off not a trade, but I got Maurice back from rock bottom, and even though we lost in the second round of the playoffs, but that was one of my finer memories. And then a couple seasons later, beating Camden, and all this, a couple times we beat rock bottom was when we were turning the corner. So just building the grind of getting our asses kicked every week and then finally building a solid team to compete with the big dogs.
Oh, and you get the boot shoved up your butt by Jim quitting.
Nah, it was over that before that. That was our best shot to win it. It was when we lost to Rock Bottom.
When he lost Maurice.
Yeah. No, we had Maurice and we lost to Ford to win that first week, and that changed everything. We had a big old target on our back coming after we made it to the elite championship, and everybody wanted a piece of us. And we just, it's easy to win when you don't have expectations. But when you have expectations, things change. And that's the truth. So that's why I applaud Tyree and Camden. When you got and other teams that have had success to sustain success over the years in the seasons to come, and the seasons, because it's tough when the target's on your back. And when you're one of them top teams, the target's on your back. And the guys on my team couldn't handle that constantly. Like, that's the truth. Like,
Spellman said beating Ralph Pepino, my mentor, in semifinals to make the C chip. And Val said the TNT teams, anybody who was around this 3 season know what it was.
Okay. Yeah, those are some of mine. But the bond that I formed with Sean, the friendship that I've shit.
Not just with Sean, but with many people.
Nah. I'm just talking about on the Braves with Sean was special.
Yeah, but you formed
and how it happened. But yeah, that's true. That's true. Not just him, but the main the main friends that I feel like I have, like guys I think I've talked to for a long time. People from the league, including Bill. I'm disappointed in him, but
not anymore. You haven't talked to Bill in a long time.
He don't answer my calls no more.
You're not on his friends list anymore.
Yeah, he deleted me from the text. He deleted me from the freaking.
He blocked you.
Everything after last season when he said my team was out of it.
Don't cry, Slim.
I'm trying not to.
Spellman said 7 OT chip game. Rock Bottom was ace vending at Fasola Park. Was best game I seen in All-Star Touch Football League. 7 overtime chip game. Carver said there's 2 for me. I say top for me is 2017 season coming back from beating Cantor to play, and the second is winning that A chip. Oh, and Williamstown.
Oh yeah. Let's applaud that, man. Let's applaud that, yo.
The game Jim quit.
No,
didn't show up.
Scott.
Yeah,
Scott. Yeah, Jim quit, and
Jim
Scott
quit.
showed up and won the championship for them.
Jim left them hanging.
Yeah. Jim didn't show up in the playoffs. I'm not shocked, but yeah. I think if I had to narrow down to one, hold up. I'm not just gonna sit here and crap on Jim though. When Jim invited me to the Patriots that one season, we had a really good season. We were really good.
Yeah,
we were really good. That was one of the best seasons too. That I'll say this. Joining Jim's team showed me what I needed to do to win. And then I changed it after that.
Yeah.
You can't play with your buddies or your neighborhood friends.
You
have to have a mix of both. And that's I'll give him that. And he introduced me to the league. We were working in a warehouse and he told me about it. I seen a picture of it on his phone. And he showed me and told me everything I needed to know, and that's the rest has been history. But it was a process of trying to win, trying to get better year after season, and not all bad memories, man. But my arch rival in this league. If you had to say who was the Braves' arch rival, who would you say it was?
I forget their name. The first team you ever played.
The Monstars?
The Monstars, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, we built better than that.
Yeah, but they were your rival for about 6 years.
That was when we're no good.
even still, when you got Scott and all, they were still your rival.
No, they weren't. They
Yes,
couldn't
they
touch
were.
us. No, they weren't.
They
haven't beat us since then.
Bones said, one thing I'll tell you both, you didn't quit on this show for all the hate. Now play trumpets for All-Star Touch Football League.
Oh man. Nah, I think my I think our rival was wow, I don't know. I don't want to say the prospects because they only beat us once. We beat them too many times.
You haven't played them in so long, like you
But
really stopped playing them.
those were one of the rival. That was a rivalry game, and we always won. We won way more than they did. Way more than they did. I would say the prospects.
Bell said we will have another season. Watch.
I don't know, bro.
Not under Bill, I don't think.
I think Bill's done, dude. I think Bill's done, but I'm not going to sit here and say it won't be another league, but I don't think it'll be under Bill. I think he's done.
Yeah. I think he needs to be.
I think he's done. I think he's done. But we'll see. I would hope. I would say the prospects. I picked on the prospects the most. I messed with Camden a lot. I used to tease Rock Bottom a lot. But he ain't. If he wanted to pass it on, bro, why didn't he just pass it on this season?
Last season.
If he didn't want to do it no more. That don't sound like somebody that wants you to take over his car. Hey, you can have my car once I'm done driving it. That don't sound like that. That sounds like, yo, this is my car and I don't want you driving it. I don't want none of you guys driving it.
And if you're going to drive it, I'm in the passenger seat.
And if you're going to drive it, I'm going to call the cops on you if I catch you driving it. So that's kind of what I feel like. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Phone said Ralph knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Ralph does know what he's doing. I just talked to Ralph 5 minutes ago. He said he's not doing it. Well, Ralph, no, not Ralph. I'm saying Bill. I think Bill's done. But Ralph, yeah, Ralph can do it. Ralph can do it. I think Ralph and Kogel definitely can do it.
Yeah,
but it still ain't going to be the All-Star Touch Football League. You know what I'm saying? It's still not going to be the All-Star Touch Football League. You can call it whatever you want, but I'm sure Bill ain't going to be like, yeah, just keep calling it the All-Star Touch Football League. I'm sure he's going to have an issue with that. Yeah, Ralph can do it. But like I said, it still ain't gonna be the All-Star Touch Football League. But anyway, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel sad. What does that stand for, Spellman? What is that? Spellman, what is that? I just feel sad, man. I feel sad. I feel sad about how this went out. Yeah, yo. Now I'm with you too, bro. I'm with you too, but we can't sit here and act like this league wasn't the name of this league, and this league wasn't special. It was. It had a certain feel to it that I don't get from other leagues that I've been to and I've seen. I've seen other leagues. I've been to other leagues. I've seen them.
But seeing and playing in them are two different things.
Playing, it's cool. It's just not the same feeling, though. Like, this season doesn't feel the same. It felt like it was already over.
Because you didn't have your own team.
No, I'm just talking about the feel of the competition and the hypeness of the league.
Yeah, that's different. And yeah, it's also different because you don't have a team. It's the first season you don't have a team. And you're not playing.
I have a team.
And you're not playing. Your own team.
The Braves are still playing. I just want nothing to do with
Like
that.
I said, it's not your team, really.
Yeah, I don't want that team.
All right, you got.
Ready? All right, I hope so, Val. I hope you're right, bro. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. I think I almost know you're right. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to sit here and take for granted, like, thinking just because somebody wants to do something, it's going to happen.
Said Bill is the GOAT. Some have different feelings for him. 33 years. Respect Bill. He's a true legacy for a bunch of has-been football players.
Let's applaud Bill. I respect it. I respect what he did for this, as long as he did. I just think he should have went out a little bit better than that. I think he should have just went out a little different. That's all. But it is what it is. He still doesn't taint his legacy. He's still the man, you know. Still a good guy. Still a good dude. So, but all right, that's it. Let's hit one more Charlie Murphy laugh and see what happens in the play. Good luck to everybody in the playoffs this week coming up.
Rock Bottom and Usual Suspects at 9.
Let's go. It's the Rock. It's the Rock.
Sloth and NJ Lab at 10. Camden and Trauma at 11. At the Gloucester Midget Field. For those who don't know where it is, call Ralph.
Google that shit.
Call Ralph or Kogel for the address.
Google that shit. Yo, Spellman, thank you. Val, my man, thank you. Everybody else that listened, Crawford, my man, thank you. Thank you for hopping on here and listening to me for, you know, whenever I hopped on here, you know, but it sucks. But I'm going to try to tape every game this week so that everybody sees these playoffs if you can't make it out there. And so hopefully we get that out the way and get that done. So you can always watch it on my YouTube channel. And you can also subscribe to the channel and hit the Cash App. Thank you guys. See you guys Sunday.
Those that are going to be out there.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.